Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, okay? I got it right. It is Wednesday. Okay, and if you're new here, you'll definitely want to consider subscribing, guys. And if you're not, welcome back, okay? So today's video, I'm going to be talking about when is the best time to eat. You know, I have clients that ask me this question all the time, right? And so it's one of those things that I don't want to say there's no wrong answer, but really and truly, there are some myths, right? Some things that I've been told that I know are wrong, and they just don't work for me. Okay, one of those things is that you have to eat as soon as you wake up, within 1 hour. I remember when I first started my weight loss journey back in 2012. That's one of the first things I was told. Like, make sure you eat your first meal as soon as you wake up, like within 30 minutes. Well, I was told 30 minutes actually. Some people say within 1 hour. I'm like, no, right? Because we all know what is it that I promote. What is it that I promote all the time, guys? Like all the time. You guys know, if you're in my weight loss challenge or my weight loss group, you will know the answer to this, but I will never tell my clients that. Okay, the number one thing that I promote is fasting. You must, okay, you absolutely have to. Now, please consult with the doctor before you do any of this, okay? Anything, period. Whether it's on this channel, another channel, even from another doctor, make sure you consult your own personal doctor that has your medical records, that sees you, that's done a physical, you know, stuff like that, guys. Just because, again, you might have underlying conditions that you're not aware of, and sometimes even adjusting your water can impact you a lot, okay? So you don't want to do that, all right? Please be careful, all right? And so back to the topic, intermittent fasting, right? Ask your doctor about it, okay? But what I started doing when I first started this whole thing, my whole journey, right, is let's say I had my breakfast at 7:30 in the morning, right? Because I had to be at work at 8. So I would have my breakfast how? Like most of us do, on the way, right? In the car. So I'd either have a Pop-Tart with some chocolate milk, a Pop-Tart with some milk. I'm like cringy right now because I already know what Pop-Tarts have. Yes, they're yummy, right? But they're so bad for you on so many levels. They've got so many chemicals, etc., etc. Like, look up some of those ingredients and look up some of your cereal too, right? Breakfast cereal. I'd also have like a big giant cup with cereal, or I would have toast with jelly. I'd have biscuits with jelly. I mean, literally in the car with some milk. If I had biscuits with jelly, yeah, I'd probably have milk because chocolate milk was like too much, unless I was really having a sweet tooth that morning. But anyways, I was never a coffee drinker in the morning. I'm more like a pastry type person. Always wanted something sweet in the morning, you know, get me going, maybe some orange juice, or chocolate milk, like I said. But truthfully, what I started doing is pushing out my breakfast. So if I have to have it at 7:30, I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna have it at 8. Right? Who cares? Maybe it's not the ideal time at work, but start with that. Even if you just give yourself 10 little minutes before you clock in, it might not be 8, guys. Maybe you're going in at 10 or something, but I'm just giving an example, okay? Just to give you like a general idea. So push your breakfast 30 minutes later. Push it out 30 minutes, right? So if you're usually having it at 8, push it out to 8:30. Try that for about a week. And then the next week, push it out 30 more minutes. So instead of having it at 8:30, you have your breakfast at 9. And then do that for a week. And again, until you hit 9:30, 10, 10:30, 11, 11:30, 12, 12:30, 1 p.m. Now the whole thing of it is, and I've seen tons of videos on this, you can do your research too, but I love and prefer the 16-hour fast. 8-hour eating window, 16-hour fasting. Why? Because 8 of those hours, I know I'm going to be asleep. And sometimes longer, right? Especially on the weekend. So on the weekends I love because I sleep in. Sometimes honestly go to bed early because I'm trying to stay awake, but I fall asleep, right, with the phone in my hand, or I'm, reading a book or something. So, yeah, close out the window, right, until eventually you will get to your one meal a day, right? So I know you're doing probably 3 meals right now with 2 or 3 snacks. Start cutting out the snacks. That way you just have your 3 meals. And then once you push out your breakfast, I mean, once it hits 12, you're not going to have breakfast, right? Maybe you are, but you're not going to have 3 meals. You're going to have 2, right? Because you're starting to eat at 12 or 12:30 or maybe 1 p.m. So that's the whole purpose, right? You push it out so much that you're like, well, I don't even have time for breakfast now. Might as well just have lunch. So that's going to help you. That's going to help you. And if breakfast isn't your problem, maybe you need to shorten it out where dinner is sometimes, though, the hardest for people to quote unquote skip, because that's when some people are the hungriest because they got out of work, right? They're stressed out. They just want chips, dip, salsa, they want a snack. They want something sweet, maybe a piece of cake. Guys, I know, I promise, okay? I know. Like, I could eat literally a whole row of cookies, okay? Like, picture the Oreos in your mind. Got 3 rows, right? Or 4. I haven't had Oreos in so long. I think 4 rows, maybe? I don't know. But I could eat a whole row. A row, okay? And so, with milk. Or maybe I'd eat half a row with milk. But I kid you not, like an hour later, maybe 2 hours later, I would go back and eat the other row. Why? Because it's, right, your sugars are off. Not because you're diabetic, but because you already screwed around with your sugars in your body, that all of a sudden you got all this sweet, all this sugar, and then it goes up, right, when you eat it, and it comes down. But then you know what happens? You want more. As soon as it comes down, you're going to want more. Sugar is very addicting. It's a drug. It's very bad. Okay? So, anyway, what else? Let me make sure. I want to get everything in. Plus, you guys, if there's something else too. Some people say, well, it's not a good idea to eat after 7 p.m., right? But some of you are on a work schedule, right? A late night schedule. So I understand and I hear you. Nurses, doctors, right? And even not, just anybody, right? People that clean offices, people that work in McDonald's have late shifts, people that clean the hospital, that you could do any kind of job, right? Even mechanics that work late. So what do you think? You think they're not going to come out hungry? Yes, they are, right? So super important. There's a couple of tips that I want to give you. So if you're not a part of the weight loss challenge, or if you're not a part of the group and you want to know how you can get your products at a discount, here I'm going to leave the link for you down below. Make sure you click it. It's down below, so that you can take advantage and know how you can get products at a discount, so you can start getting yourself healthy. If you've never ordered from me and you want to know how, please send me a message before you order, okay? But I have a nice little kit that you can start on, so that you can start getting 20% off and work your way up to 30, 35, 42%. So you're going to love it. And the beauty about it is that I can coach you from anywhere in the U.S. You don't have to be here in my hometown, which is Texas, okay? You can take advantage of this. Get yourself the right nutrition so you can start eating correctly. At least 2 out of the 3 meals are going to be perfectly balanced, because we're going to help walk you through it. I've got a specific website where you can go on there. You can look at workouts, you can look at meal plans, recipes, and it shows you specifically how you can create your own little meal plan. It's got a nice little guide based on your body weight, your height, whether you're male, female, whether you work out, you don't work out, right? You maybe have an office job, maybe you have a construction job. So I'm so excited. All right. And I can't wait to share this with you. So if you're interested, feel free to send me a message. Those are the common 2 things, okay? I left it pretty general. So again, the fasting, I'm looking at my notes real quick. Super important that you start on that. reduce your carbs, eliminate the sugar, and the rest we're going to help you with. All right, we've got a nice little Facebook group that you can come and be a part of, and I definitely want to see you on the team. Okay, so we want to help you, get you to your goals. If you are a busy mom, you're a working mom, you're not a mom, you're a lady, right? You work. You don't work. Maybe you work at home. Everybody still needs good health, good energy, right? You want to have that longevity. You want to be healthy. You don't want to be wheeling yourself in a wheelchair. And if you are in a wheelchair right now, you still want to have that length, right? That longevity. Because everybody can benefit from eating good and healthy and from working out, right? Now, unless your doctor tells you, hey, you're not stable enough to work out, or you can't eat certain foods because you're on certain medications, then okay. But until then, you owe it to yourself and your loved ones, because they're the ones that are going to see you suffering. They're the ones you're going to leave behind. That's not fair. And plus, it's not fair to you either. It's not fair to you to be 6 feet under the ground before your time was supposed to be your time. Don't let that happen to you. I've seen people eat themselves into their grave. Why? Because, cookies are their boss, or a Twinkie is their boss, or if you don't have the support, then you find the support. You've got the support right here. No matter what anybody says. All right? Okay. All right, I will see you then. Okay, don't forget to subscribe if you are not. I'll see you in the next video. The links are down below. It's the very first link. So let me know if you have any questions too. All right, bye.